A series of town halls allowing residents to speak directly with Toronto Mayor Olivia Chow have just wrapped up. Mayor Chow introduced the town halls after officials announced a hefty potential 10.5% property tax increase. But it's not just the property tax that's drawing alarm from some people. Yesterday, Toronto Police Chief Myron Demkew took aim at Mayor Chow over her plan to cut more than $12 million out of the proposed police budget, saying it would create an unacceptable risk to public safety. We've also been hearing from residents in Scarborough, where changes to snow clearing services are on the way out as councillors seek out efficiencies in the budget. So lots to discuss, and joining us now to talk about some of these proposed changes is Deputy Mayor Jennifer McKelvie. Thank you for being with us today, Deputy Mayor.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so I just want to start off with something impacting your ward. Under the proposed budget, snow plowing services for driveways at more than 200,000 homes would be coming to an end. What has been the reaction to this?
Well, we've had hundreds of emails into my office. We also had a town hall last Monday with about 60 residents, and there was overwhelming consensus that this is an important service that they would like to see preserved through this budget. In particular, it impacts our seniors the most, and in my ward of Scarborough Rouge Park, about 20% of my community are seniors.
And so we're clarifying here, this is windrow clearing, so it's this piles of snow that block driveways, and this would be coming to an end potentially. But where else could the city find $16 million to save this service?
Well, that's something I think we need to look at long and hard through this budget process. We see that TTC will be getting an additional $272 million from the property tax base. That's a very large increase. We also know that the libraries will receive additional service and $20 million more through this budget. So I think we need to look at who's getting more service and how we can better balance the rollout of that new service, which is needed, but maybe over several years.
All right, let's talk about the property tax changes. The last city budget was being pushed through under much different circumstances. As John Tory was on his way out as mayor, you were a part of that budget process. And recently we've heard from Councillor Shelley Carroll, who said the tax increase for this year would be less if the city hadn't kept it at an artificially low rate. Should taxes have been raised higher last year?
Well, last year we were still in negotiations with the other levels of government for support, and we had built up a reserve that we were able to use to balance last year. This year we don't have those reserves, so we do need to increase taxes. I don't think that the raise in taxes we see now are because of the rates of taxes that we've had throughout the past. The big increase this year is because of two main drivers. That is the lower ridership we're seeing on TTC, which has an increased cost that will be borne by the property tax base, and also the overwhelming need for shelter in our city.
Okay, and when it comes to funding for Toronto Police, Chief Demkew is not happy with the $12 million that will supposedly be cut from the force's budget. Do you agree with his claim that this will create an unacceptable risk to public safety?
I absolutely agree with the police chief. We know right now that response times in our city are not good. 22 minutes. It is unacceptable that somebody could be calling for help at the worst moment in their life, and it could take 22 minutes for a police officer to arrive. We need to look long and hard at other savings that we can make in this budget so that we could give Toronto Police their full ask.
All right, and lastly, what else do you think residents should know about this budget, Deputy Mayor?
Well, residents should know that this is not the final budget. This budget was prepared by staff. Right now, there are town halls happening across our city, and there will be deputations on Monday and Tuesday at the 4 civic centers. So residents are encouraged to sign up to have their voice heard. Send an email to your councillor, let them know your thoughts, participate in this engagement opportunity on Monday and Tuesday.
So still opportunities to be part of this process. Okay, Deputy Mayor Jennifer McKelvie, we appreciate you speaking with us. Thank you.
Thank you.